mentally ill and under 5 foot. It doesn't excuse me from I don't know, but I did janitor service. I did janitor service. I did want to work for the street department. I wanted to be a parking lot attendant, a street service, a cleanup. You can work for the state highway. That's kind of like INDOT or wherever you live at. It's yeah, the state highway. You can put potholes. Work it's first shift. That's why I would stay away from it. But janitor service, parking lot garage attendants, I've tried to work hard. I've had lives. I'm under 5 foot, and I don't have to go to prison because, the owner of this park too, which is a really strange part. What is it called? The old, what is it? Grand Canyon Party, bonus package. Grand Canyon bonus package for Grand Canyon Party. Uh, he's got a he's like 100 years old and he hasn't shaved since probably 1975. And I was living in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan about 2000. Well, we hadn't moved out of Louise's building yet. Another rich lady I knew that had an apartment building. I tried to make it into an apartment building, but she did it all legal, and it's been closed down for a long time. But anyway, I was living there, and I had a couple birds because nobody could get dogs and cats because they ruin houses because they shit and potty on the floor or whatever. Unless you beat them so bad where what I'm saying, nobody should be beat that bad because it's a cat or dog. But anyway, I had birds and my birds were good. But anyway, I was trying to peddle birds a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just liked watching them. I know I should have been peddled them, but anyway, just saw them online or whatever. And I seen this thing and this man, it was him next door. Yeah, he has this machine that you cut a feather open. We were living in my apartment building. I was just bored because I couldn't work because I'm mentally ill. But I definitely showered, definitely left the house and changed the station, changed apartment. Yeah. Anyway, I seen online that there was this man that had DNA for testing for birds, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, it's gotta be fake. It was before 2009, so we moved out of that apartment building in 2009, and he's got some kind of machine you can cut yeah, I called him. He gave me 3 different addresses, and he was the same, a crusty fucking bearded fucking white fucking weird beard hanging down to his Jesus fucking creepy ass then. And before 2009, we moved out of Louise's building, an old apartment building we lived in. But anyway, he's got some DNA testing machine to where, and it was strange because he said only $1, and I thought it's gotta be a scam. And I sent him the feathers, and he said it had to be 3 days old because he said the machine that he's got that costs a tons, probably over 20 or 30,000, if not more. Anyway, at 3 days old, you cut open this feather, the feather, and it would tell the sex of the bird. And he said only send $1, and he gave me like 2 or 3 addresses, and I sent him like 4 feathers, and I waited 8 months because I didn't know if it was a scam. I waited 8 months, and he kept watching and playing with those birds from the pet store, and sure enough, he was right. But he gave me 3 different addresses, and the third time he gave me this one, and I mean, yeah, and he was like 100 years old, had a 100-year-old crusty beard, and hadn't left his ass crack since then or shaved, and yeah, and I got creeped out, and then I waited 8 months, and it was working, and so I got a couple more birds tested, like 13. I barely told any people because I don't like to gossip, and I don't like what people are doing. But I told my husband that day, my husband I'm still married to. I said I just quit working nursing homes, because I'm mentally ill. And I said this dude he's creepy, and I was like, yeah. And it just so happens I buy property from the motherfucker from Ohio from 2009, Louise. I just realized it the other day. Yeah, but he only would charge me $1. He said, his wife might get angry and only charge $1 for, DNA sexting for bird feather testing. But hey, if you come touch my penis in the open Rob Zombie House of Horrors later on in your life, maybe I'll get more right when I shave the ass crack off my face. I'm sure him and my husband got someone in cahoots, so I'm not in a very good mood. But everybody thinks it's so funny. I can't even get out of town because some young adult that stole my license and my wallet and everything like that. Yeah, he thought I shouldn't smoke because it makes me ugly. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to date him. I don't know, he stole my wallet. I can't get out of town, I can't leave. And it's like, deal with his, Tylenol 3, a niece and him.